And we're hearing from a Kentuckian who is currently living in Brussels. Corbin native Joby Bennett works just a couple of miles from the airport that was targeted during the attacks today. As WKYT's Michelle Chamberlain is at our live desk to explain now, we have reaction to those explosions that actually rocked his building. Michelle?
Yeah, Joby Bennett is originally from Corbin, Kentucky, and now lives in Brussels with his wife and 2 children. Bennett says he was 2 miles away from the Brussels airport during the deadly explosions.
But we heard and felt the explosions here in our building.
Joby Bennett says he would rather not say which company, but that he works for an international organization just 2 miles from Brussels airport, one of the sites of today's terrorist attacks.
We basically felt explosions here in the building. We knew they were explosions right away, but it was 2 separate explosions.
Bennett says he no longer feels safe in Brussels.
When I leave work and I travel to and from work, from my house, etc., no, I don't. And I can tell you, like, it's very surreal to see pictures of the airport in that same area where I've been. I travel for work quite a bit, where I've been hundreds of times, let's say. And to see that same area, you know, in disarray, it's very unsettling.
Bennett says he moved to Brussels 4 years ago and says he and his wife are now considering moving back to the United States.
It definitely, you know, has already started conversations, you know, between my wife and myself as far as, you know, do we start looking for something back in the U.S.? It's very, very scary to think about. Who knows what's going to happen in the future as far as, you know, the radicals here in Brussels, because there's so many of them.
Now, Bennett says the organization he works for had multiple people traveling at the time of the attacks, and all of their flights were diverted. All flights at the Brussels airport have been canceled for the remainder of the day. At the live desk, Michelle Chamberlain, WKYT.
Michelle, thank you very much. And U.S. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell of Kentucky issued a statement this morning on the attacks in Brussels. The Kentucky Republican said, quote, "Americans are saddened and horrified by the attacks in Brussels. We send our collective condolences to the victims and their families, and we are thinking of the Belgian people in this dark hour." Now, you can keep track of the latest developments out of Brussels at WKYT.com.